What up? I'm back, and this time we're talking focused versus multitasking. Having your hands in everything. Focus. Multitasking. It's like having more than one hand. It's like having 8. Who doesn't want 8 hands? Can you do both? Which one should you be doing at which time? I'm going to share with you in this video how I figured it out for myself, and maybe you can too. All right, let's go. In another video, we talked about focus, how when you're focused on something, you zone out everything else, and you're in the zone. You can't multitask. You're not doing anything else. Now let's talk about multitasking. Watching TV while you cook, on the phone while you do laundry, doing multiple things at the same time. Sometimes you can do 2 to 3 things, and when you do it, you feel like kind of good. Like, I don't need 8 hands. I only got 2, but I'm doing 10 things. I kind of get a rush off of it. Sometimes I even get in a multitasking zone. Like, I'm doing 10 things, don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So multitasking, doing more than one thing at once. Focus, doing one thing at a time. Is it possible to be focused while multitasking? No, it's not possible. But what you can do, and which I do, is I'm focused on multitasking. So I'm not focused on the individual things that I'm doing, but I'm focused on the fact that I'm doing 10 things at once. And so it's kind of like juggling. Multitasking is kind of like juggling. I don't know how to do the hand movement for juggling, but that's what it's like. Doing laundry while you cook and watch some podcast or something, 3 things at once. So you're doing different things. You have the load in the washer, you got the water boiling, then you're pressing play and listening to what the person says for something you got to do this week, some kind of video about something. So you're focused on juggling the things, but you're not really focused on how you're folding the clothes. You're not really focused on, oh, I know the water's boiling because I'm sitting there staring at it. Or if you're watching something, you might not realize 7 minutes have even gone by because you're not focused. You're focused on juggling everything, but not the individual tasks at hand. So, when should you focus? When should you multitask? When a task needs to get done, think about 3 things, and it'll help you decide if you should be focused or multitasking. What are you doing? How important is it? And eyes, ears, and hands. It's kind of like the third one's like a little subcategory. What are you doing? Is it important? Is it something that needs your undivided attention? You're gonna need to focus because it's more important, you know, if you need to do your taxes. No multitasking there. Just focus. I don't know why my hands are doing that. Just focus, all right? But if you're washing dishes, you can multitask. It's not that important. Think about what you're doing. How important is it? Taxes versus dishes. One's more important than the other. The more important thing needs focus. The less important thing, you can multitask. Taxes, focus on it. Dishes, do it while you do something else. And then eyes, ears, and hands. So what you're doing, do you need to be just looking at it, but you don't need to necessarily be smelling it? Your hands don't need to be involved, anything like that. For instance, if you have a child, if you have a kid, a little kiddo, and they're like, hey, watch me do this dance. Yes, they need your eyes, but they don't necessarily need your hands. So you can watch them do something while you're cleaning up something or doing laundry or putting something away. If it's something that you can do at the same time, multitask right there, because chances are your child might come back again. You know, same thing if you're watching TV. It just needs your eyes. You can be doing something else. I mean, for years when I used to watch TV all the time, I needed to eat and watch TV at the same time. Yeah, my eyes were watching it, but my hands wanted to do this, wanted to be eaten. And your ears. Is it something that you just need to listen to, but you don't need to watch? So if it's a podcast or a sermon, or you're into music, you need to listen to a song, you need to make a playlist, whatever it is, if it only needs your ears, do something else with your eyes and your hands. That's when you can multitask. You are listening to a lecture, a podcast, whatever it is, something you need to hear. Do that while you do something else. Make your bed. Go for a walk. Working out. That's something that only needs your ears, so do something else with your eyes and your hands, because it's not that important, right? You already did step 1. What is it? How important is it? And then your hands. Oh, I didn't paint my nails, so sad. Your hands. So if it just needs your hands, can you put your eyes and your ears to something else? Your hands. That's usually cleaning. Cleaning's usually your hands, most likely. Or cooking is with your hands, most likely. Or working out is with your hands, your body, all right? So you're cooking, cleaning, working out. When you're doing that, can you do something else? Can you listen to an audiobook? Can you listen to a podcast? Can you talk on the phone? Finally have time to talk on the phone. Do it. I don't have any time to talk on the phone. Shout out to my mom who says I don't call her enough. Mom, text. Text is a thing, you know. I do all my phone calls when I'm driving. I drive about 30 minutes to work and back. So that's when I get all my phone calls in. That's when I catch up on my news. I'm multitasking. Those things are important, but they only need my eyes and my ears while I'm driving. That's my hands being used. Focus versus multitasking. I think multitasking gets a bad rap just because it's something that, I'm gonna be honest, girls are really good at. Guys aren't really good at multitasking. I'm sorry, but from my experience, I just don't know any guy that can multitask well. Like, they need to be focused. There's certain things that girls are just naturally good at, and that's multitasking. So we might need to pay a little bit more attention on being focused. Not saying it's across the board. Of course, you could be a female that multitasks and focuses. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be a guy that multitasks. But just acknowledge what you're really good at and then work on the other thing. That's how you're gonna be more productive. Don't always just focus. Don't always have to do one thing at a time. Every time you're on the phone, you don't need to sit down and just listen to the conversation and do nothing else, right? You can multitask on certain things that aren't as important, and that's using up your time a lot more effectively. Learn to do both. And that's it. How to be focused and how to multitask. Personally, I like both. There's always gonna be important things in life that come up, so I'm always gonna focus on those things. I can get in that multitasking focus zone where I'm focusing on multitasking, and that's a lot of fun too. See if you can do it. If you don't, try one thing at a time. Like right now, in this video, I need to be focused. I can't be doing anything else. What if I was filming this video and then just started knitting or folding my laundry? It'd be a little distracting, even though I could see myself doing that. The next video, we're gonna talk about being a little bit more organized, maybe getting to those to-do lists, planner perhaps, we'll see. I know it's gonna be a great summer, but we can still get a lot done. Until the next video, comment below if you're a focuser or a multitasker, or you're like me and you could do both, and you like to do both. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you're liking what's going on in these videos, and you wanna make any requests, I got them coming for you. Until next time, peace, love, and balance. Aw, man. All right, I think that's it.